Welcome to your 2025 year ahead astrology forecast for all 12 signs. I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate. I specialize in traditional, Western, and evolutionary astrology. I'm excited to share this year's astrological forecast with you. Please like and subscribe as it helps the channel to grow. If you're new here, welcome. You can learn more about my offerings at willowgracemystic.com. For those of you who've been following me, thank you for your support and for sharing your journey with me. As we step into 2025, there's these universal energies that are promising a transformative year that's going to be filled with opportunities for growth, for reflection, and for our alignment. This year, we're going to be stepping into a new future as we navigate through these powerful planetary ingresses, eclipses, and these retrogrades that are going to help shape our path that's going to be in these profound ways into the next chapter of our lives. Whether you're seeking clarity in your personal journey or relationships or career, or just wanting to understand these planetary influences, this can help you to harness the energy in order to help you manifest your highest potential. In this forecast, I'm going to guide you to the key astrological events for the year, offering insights that are tailored to each sign, from dynamic Mars retrograde phases into the powerful shifts of the eclipses. You're going to gain the tools of how to flow with the universe's rhythms and plan ahead with confidence. Let's explore how the universe will support and challenge you for 2025, helping you to stay aligned with your soul's purpose for every step of the way. Offerings this month. Join my Patreon community for exclusive astrology content, because as a member, you're going to gain access to ad-free videos, early forecasts, monthly live and tarot astrology Zoom sessions. It's the perfect space if you're ready to dive deeper into the celestial currents that can guide your life. Go to the link below in the description and explore all the membership tiers and benefits. I have a special for Capricorn season, your birthday and your personalized solar return reading at a special rate. Use the code Capricorn10 at checkout to enjoy this limited time discount. Schedule your appointment today and discover what the universe has in store for you for your year ahead. Additionally, I'm offering live astrology consultations every other Tuesday here on Zoom at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Reserve your spot and get in the queue. Spaces fill up fast, so be sure to sign up using the link below. I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you, helping you to navigate your unique journey. So let's dive in. For Sagittarius, 2025 is going to be this year that's going to be filled with opportunities for you to experience professional growth, relationship transformation, and financial restructuring. The planetary transits, they're emphasizing career, shared resources, and your personal identity. It's offering you this pathway to empowerment and for balance. I want to start off with first the eclipses. And so I want to talk about the first of this eclipse started in September, October, but the next eclipse in the series is going to be March 14th on 2025, and you're going to have a Virgo full moon. Now, this is at the top of your chart, your career, your job, your responsibility. The 10th house is literally the top of our chart. It's the legacy that we want to leave behind. Now, having a full moon here results in closures, endings, a realignment. So this next year of your life could mean a new career, leaving of one. It could be shifting into a higher position or retiring. And it could also mean a move, something that has to do with your home front also. The partial solar eclipse is going to be on March 29th in the sign of Aries. And so this will be a new moon. This is ending the last cycle, because we are in the crosshairs of ending an old cycle and the beginning of a new. Aries wants to initiate. This is a new moon. And so this is, I want to start something new, something that's creative. This could be with children, something, your inner child. This could have to do with art or music or beauty, something that you want to launch. And then you're going to have a total lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. Now remember, lunar eclipses are where it's a full moon, where things are big, where they end. And so this could be somebody moving out of your house, you moving. This is Pisces is watery, it's intuitive, and it's a realignment of where we are off track. And then on September 21st, you're going to have a a partial solar eclipse in the sign of Virgo at the top of your chart. This usually is the initiation of something new. It is bringing you a new moon, a restart, a realignment in this area of your life. And so in 2025, having the eclipses being in Pisces and Virgo with your career and your home, this emphasizes a balance between spirituality and practicality. Pisces at your home front is a mutable water sign. It's highlighting these themes of spiritual growth, of compassion, of creative inspiration. It urges to have this deep connection with family and intuition and collective empathy. On the other hand, Virgo at the top of your chart in your 10th house, this is a mutable earth sign. Its focus is on health, service, organization. How can I be of service to you? How can I get organized? And so it encourages you to have this refinement of your daily habits, your practical contributions to society. The eclipses offer these opportunities for this inner exploration while fostering tangible improvements for you in your well-being, in your efficiency. It's inviting you to have this harmonious integration of imagination and structure, home and career. The theme has already started with the last eclipse cycle, so you can go back and look at September, October of what was beginning there, and the themes are going to magnify as all the planets shift into 2025. So let's talk about Mars. Now, Mars, this is also starting December 6th. So this theme brought us from December 6th, and it's going to last until February 23rd, 2025. And so the theme is going to blend on into and start our year off. Mars is in a harmonious aspect to your first house of self, and it's in the house of these cross-cultural experiences, religion, belief, studying, traveling, legal matters. And then Mars is going to shift back into the sign of Cancer. So it started in Cancer, moved on up into your ninth house, and then it's going to back up into your 8th house. So to break it down, Mars in your 9th house of your higher learning, travel, your personal beliefs, the focus is going to shift to education. Now, this could be your spiritual growth. This could be international matters for you. You might feel the need to reassess any like long-term travel plans or educational pursuits for yourself, or your belief systems that just no longer align with you, that can evolve your personal perspective. And then Mars is going to retrograde back into your 8th house. Now, the 8th house is the house of shared resources. This is where you have your resources connected with others. This could be through an ex with alimony and child support, or this can be with a business partner, a significant other, and this can also be with family members, because this is the house of intimacy and transformation and taboo topics. So Mars retrograding back into your 8th house, it's inviting you to revisit financial partnerships, such as your joint accounts, loans, inheritances. It wants you to address power dynamics that you have with your close relationships. This can be with a business partner, an ex, or significant other, or this can be with family members. This is about emotional and psychological issues that are tied to your vulnerability or trust that can now resurface and require a resolution. Take this time to focus on, are my shared resources and emotional connections, are they balanced? How do my beliefs and my personal philosophies, my educational growth, my legal matters, my studying, how does it support my growth? These retrogrades, or Mars retrograding in this area, it's providing you clarity in how do you manage your financial and your intellectual pursuits as you're moving forward. Next, I want to move to March 1st. So on March 1st, we're now going to have Venus, and it's going to be stationing retrograde in the sign of Aries. So Venus is here, and then she's going to back up into Pisces. And so Venus is the goddess of love and beauty and intimacy and relationship and finances. And when she's moving forward, she wants to bring people, places, and things together. The retrograde invites a reflection on these areas. It offers this opportunity to dissect, to realign with what brings you joy and balance in your life. Venus retrograde in the sign of Aries, of children, of creativity, of romance, of your personal joy. This is going to be a time for you to reflect on your creative projects, or to reassess your romantic relationships or romantic partnerships. You might reconnect with a past lover, or revive an old artistic project, something that once brought you fulfillment. This could be a child wanting to move back in. As Venus then moves into your 4th house of your home, your family, your traditions, your roots, your foundations, think about your emotional foundations. The focus is then going to be shifting to your living environment, your family dynamics. Now remember, Venus wants to bring things together until she's retrograde, and then she wants to dissect. She wants to pick apart things. So you're going to be prompted to evaluate whether your home life is providing you the emotional security and the support that you need. There, you can ask yourself, am I nurturing my creative and my romantic life? Does my home environment, does it align with my emotional needs? This retrograde is going to encourage you to build harmony both at home and within your personal life. So let's take a look at March 30th. Now, on March 30th, we're now going to have Neptune. Neptune is going to be the first to enter into the sign of Aries. And this is going to be a focus for you. I don't know if you've noticed it, but like Aries is going to be like 2025 is going to be big for this area of your life. So it's about your personal joy, creative projects, where you're willing to take a risk. And so Neptune is the planet of dreams and intuition and spirituality. It dissolves, it removes boundaries, it inspires creativity. And so its transition into Aries, it marks this brand new phase of imagination for you, exploration of what brings you pleasure, what brings you joy. Now, Neptune in your 5th house, it's really emphasizing creativity, romance, a playful approach to life, tapping into children or my own inner child. This transit can really inspire new creative artistic endeavors. It can deepen your romantic connections with others. However, with Neptune, be cautious against idealizing your relationships or losing touch with reality within your creative pursuits, because remember, Neptune wants to dissolve. Consider, how can I bring more imagination and joy into my daily life? Am I pursuing my passions authentically? Neptune's influence, it supports the exploration of new creative and emotional dimensions for you. And then on May 24th, we're now going to have Saturn. So Saturn is now going to join the Aries party. Now, remember, this is your house of creativity. So Saturn wants to bring structure to your creativity, structure to your romance. Neptune's dissolving all the boundaries, and then Saturn comes around. Remember, Saturn is the planet of discipline, time, structure, responsibility. It brings focus and accountability to an area that it transits. And so its entry into the sign of Aries for you, it's really going to highlight the need for you to have commitment and these long-term planning goals that are within your creative and your romantic life. Saturn in your 5th house asks you to take a more serious approach to your creative projects, to your romantic relationships, even in parenting or within your inner child. Remember that the 5th house is the house of giving birth, and it doesn't necessarily mean giving birth to children, but it could be projects or activities. So this period is about building sustainable joy and responsibility to an area that brings you personal fulfillment. You can reflect on, how can I bring structure to my creative pursuits, and what commitments am I already to make within my romantic life? Because Saturn's influence here, it wants to support building a solid foundation for lasting joy and connection. Next, I want to talk about Jupiter. So Jupiter in June is now going to move into the sign of Cancer. Jupiter stays into a sign for about a year. And so now we're moving into your shared resources sector. This is about deep transformation and deep emotional growth. The 8th house is about who you're connected to, like with exes, alimony and child support, business partners, significant others. This can be family members. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's the gift of the zodiac. It's wisdom. It's abundance. It brings growth and opportunity to whatever it touches and transits. And so in the sign of Cancer, it's about emotional and financial depth for you. Jupiter in your 8th house, it's encouraging you to have this growth in areas of shared resources, of intimate relationships, and your personal transformation. This is going to be an excellent time for you to address your financial matters, of where you make investments, of exploring deep emotional connections that you have with others, or for you to engage in psychological or spiritual work that leads to a form of empowerment. Ask yourself, how can I grow through these shared experiences, either with an ex, a business partner, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, this family member? What steps can I take to achieve this greater emotional and financial security? Because the 8th house is the house of taboo topics. It's where we bring up things and that we are able to heal and be renewed because of the experiences. Jupiter's influence here, it's supporting healing and expanding your sense of trust and intimacy. Now, while we're talking about this, I also want to talk about Pluto. Now, Pluto is one of those ongoing, it started in November of 2024, but this transit is going to be going into your 2025. It's actually going to be for the next 20 years of your life. Now, Pluto is in your 3rd house of communication, learning, siblings, neighbors. It's you making friends or you connecting with people on a day-to-day basis. It's also the way that we communicate. So this could be email, phone, text, or new forms of technology. Pluto, being the planet of transformation, of power, of rebirth, it brings about profound changes to the area that it's transiting. And so its journey into Aquarius is emphasizing empowerment and renewal of communication and intellectual pursuits for you. Pluto in your 3rd house is highlighting these transformative experiences in classes, in workshops, in your relationships with your siblings, with your neighbors, things that are closer to home for you. You might feel compelled to express yourself more authentically or engage in studies that challenge and reshape your thinking. This transit is encouraging you to address the power dynamics within your immediate environment with others. Reflect on how can I transform the way that I communicate and learn, and what relationships that are within my immediate environment need an alignment. Pluto's influence, it's inviting you to embrace these powerful insights with new ways of thinking. I want to reflect on the cardinal signs. That will be Aries and Capricorn and Cancer and Libra. These 4 areas of your life. So pleasure, joy, risk-taking, creativity, you combined with other people, you mixing and mingling, and your investments, people that you consider an investment or things that you would invest in. The 11th house is your hopes and wishes and dreams and goals, and your 2nd house is your personal resources, money, finances, skill set. So these 4 areas of your life are up for a huge activation. It'll either be by the planets going into it or by square or opposition. And so with Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn and Neptune activating the cardinal signs of Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, this is a transformative year for you about your personal joy, shared resources, your intellectual growth, providing you these opportunities for you to realign your goals and to embrace these deeper connections. 2025 is going to invite you to refine your approach to your creative projects in order for you to deepen your financial and emotional partnerships that you have with other people and to explore these new learning opportunities. Jupiter's influence in your 8th house, it's really going to support your growth with who am I invested in? What am I invested in? What shared resources and intimate relationships am I invested in? How can I expand this area of my life? Use this time to heal, to expand your sense of what do I need in order to feel secure. Now, having Saturn and Neptune in your 5th house in the sign of Aries is going to encourage a balance between imaginative exploration and disciplined commitment. Pursue projects or relationships that bring lasting fulfillment. Remember, this is the house of what do I want to give birth to? What do I want to create? And then Pluto. Pluto's ongoing transit, it's inviting you these powerful changes in how do you express yourself and how do you interact with others, with your immediate environment, and you embracing opportunities for intellectual growth and authentic dialogue. For you, 2025 is going to offer the growth and transformation in these key areas of life that are about being childlike, your creativity, things that you want to launch, things that you want to start, like a side gig, your relationship, your shared resources. By embracing these cosmic energies, you can deepen your connections and you can refine your goals in order to build a more profound, fulfilling future for yourself. So Sagittarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community using the link below. If you're looking to book a consultation, you can do that at willowgracemystic.com. And don't forget to subscribe.